welcome to the Hollaby Homestead. Today is, I think, my favorite part of the year because even though it doesn't look like any sort of special day, it is maple syrup day. Well, the day that we start maple syrup. And I think the reason I like it is because we've had a couple months off from, doing farm stuff and a little cabin fever. So it's kind of like maple syrup's kind of like the beginning. Because after maple syrup is greenhouse season and then it's gardening season and all that wonderful stuff. And so it's a little cold right now. I think it's like -10. And, obviously the sap is not going to run today, but we're going to start putting in taps anyway, just to kind of get started because that process takes a while. And it probably won't start running till March break, which works out for us because we're off on March break. So, but today we are going to get a start on putting the taps in. So here we go. So the snow was like super deep this year. Normally we don't have to deal with it like this. So this is kind of a tough go.
There's usually no snow.
Well, there's snow, but it's not like up your friggin' thighs.
Sorry. once you sink, you can't get out either.
I have a problem.
Your snow is as deep as your boot. Don't worry, I got a tractor so I can dig you out.
Well, I don't know how you did it.
Yeah, I can have to dig you out. Said you wanted to play in the snow.
You saw where it went. Deborah Downing. So that's the process. If you want to see a more detailed video about, you know, taps and depth growth and, you know, how to identify a maple tree. I do have old videos, so check that out. I think I have a playlist on our YouTube, so have a look. But yeah, that's the long and short of it. Don't want to bore you showing you every single bucket. You know, we're just doing a few today anyways. Just kind of get started because it's really time consuming, as you can see. And the snow was super deep, so it's kind of awful to deal with. It's hard to see now, but you know, I was in the snow like up to here, and it kind of sucked. And now I'm wet and cold. Anyways, if you're wondering, because I don't think I've ever really talked about this, but every year right before we put the buckets and taps out, so first of all, we buy new taps, not for every single one, but we just keep adding taps to our collection because sometimes they break or they don't work or whatever, like, you know, things happen. You can use them for like 2 to 3 seasons, but you know, always have extra taps on hand because sometimes you got to replace them halfway through a season. You'll notice that it's not dripping or the sap is, you know, coming out of like the hole instead of like the actual tap itself, if that makes sense. So, anyways, with the buckets and the lids, what I do is I use isopropyl alcohol and I sterilize them and clean them that way. I scrub them down really good and then let them air dry, and I do that right before we start, so that, you know, they don't get dusty or whatever, because anything like stain or a leaf or dirt that's left in those buckets, that's going to be the taste of your maple syrup. And so it's very important that they're like squeaky clean, sterilized. Do not use Dawn dish soap because the residue has a high possibility of staying on those buckets, and then you'll have Dawn dish soap tasting maple syrup, which you don't want. So, you know, I just kind of want to explain that process. So that process is super boring and it takes a really long time, so I didn't even bother filming it. But yeah, if you have any questions, you know, if you're new to maple syrup, we've been doing this for a few years now. You know, we just keep adding more and more buckets as years go on, but you know, I wouldn't say that we're experts or professionals, but you know, we've seen it all, I think, to some degree. Anyways, thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, comments, concerns, inquiries, you know, reach out. If you are local and want to buy some fresh maple syrup, which will be ready after March break, you know how to reach out to me. If you're local, you probably have my phone number, or you know somebody who does. You know, or you can message on the Hollaby Homestead Facebook page, whatever, okay? Anyways, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye!